You're in the hospital, in Al-Quds Hospital?
Yes.
Yes, and can you tell me about the situation?
Okay, well, we had very heavy attacks during the night. We had, I believe, 4 or 5 strikes directly to the building from rockets and F-16s. We have, in the surrounding buildings, there are several fires. There are also snipers now in the surrounding buildings. I think there is one actually in the Red Crescent's operations room, which was evacuated in the early days of the strikes because it was damaged. So that's 2 buildings from us. We've had families coming from outside. Every time there is a pause in the attacks, they're coming to the hospital, so they'll be safer. I think they're moving the patients from the top floors now down into the basement and just putting everyone in the basement. We had just a little while ago where I was standing beside a window. There was a strike which started a fire just outside the window, and they tried to get the fire hose there, but it wasn't long enough, so they were putting that out with buckets. And then actually there was a second strike in the same place again, but that didn't injure anybody. It was just the fire. And then we had another one shortly after, which was just outside the window of near where the pediatric unit is. So it was really just 10 yards from where the babies are. And they were putting this out with pots and pans because the hose wouldn't reach. Oh, it's a little bit quieter right at this moment. It's just the occasional explosion. It's not as heavy, so I'm not sure what will happen now.
Okay. And none of you can go in or out in any way of the hospital?
No, there have actually been about 150 calls for emergency help, and we're not able to go to them. And we called the Red Cross also, and they said they're not able to go either. Israel isn't talking to anybody, so they assume that anyone who goes out will be shot. It's okay. People are, we've got lots of buckets filled with water, and I guess this is what we have in this hospital a disaster management team, so I guess this is exactly what they've been training for. So, but I hate the fact we have these injured people outside and we can't go to them. I know we have the idea to try to negotiate for 1 hour quiet so we can go, but I don't know how possible that is.
And do you expect the army to enter the hospital even further?
I don't know, actually. I was asking people here that, and they said last time they just came to very close, but they didn't come into the hospital. So because I really don't know what Israel's trying to achieve, I've got no way to guess what they're going to do because I don't know what they want.
The following part of the interview was recorded 1 hour later, when we asked Sharon Locke how the situation changed in the meantime.
Okay, we're evacuating all the people out of the al-Quds hospital. So everyone is walking with their children and their bundles. We were only allowed to take 2 ambulances. So many people who are walking are old and frail and sick. And we're walking very slowly now past the Islamic University, which is on fire. And everyone is very frightened, but I think we're okay so far. I think we're taking people to the unknown schools.
There's heavily injured people inside the hospital. How can they be evacuated?
There's 6 people in the hospital. We're not taking them. We're taking the people who came to shelter in the hospital because their homes were being attacked. So it's not injured people. That would be something extra, I think, that we might try to do. But right now it is just all the people who came because their homes were being attacked and then and their families had been taken away.
If you evacuate from a hospital into a UN school, I mean, it seems none of these places is safe.
No, I know. And obviously there are all the sick people in the hospital who can't be evacuated unless we took them in ambulances, and we only have 2 available to us there. And also they're being, without coordination, probably they would be attacked if they tried to move. So I think we just don't know what to do right now. And I know that, the resources of even where we're taking them, I think some of the under schools don't have drinking water right now. So it's just an overload already situation that wasn't working.
How's the situation in the hospital? The army is, I assume, still around it.
Yes. I mean, they're saying to me that some of the staff won't go back, actually, because it's going to be too dangerous to go back. But I think some of us will try to go back. I mean, there's still staff in the hospital, but of the medics, we can't use the ambulances from there. We can't travel.
Yeah, and could you reach the other injured people? Like I got the press release you evacuated the one family.
We didn't reach any injured people. Israel kept refusing to allow anything like that at all. And as it is, there's still been, while we have these people in the streets, there's still been sniper fire and shelling. So, crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you think would be very important to tell?
No, I mean the issue about all the men having been taken away. People are coming up to me and asking me, do you know what's happened to our father or to our husband? So that happened as part of the incursion this morning. That Israel went into the buildings, took away the men, and we don't have any information about where they are or what's happened to them.